And the whole show is about collaboration and supporting artists and having a good time. So thank you for being here. And thank you to Violetta for opening up her bar to us tonight. Nicholas?
Yeah. Thank you. You're welcome. Thank you, thank you. That was a great introduction. Ms. Sean, thank you. Everybody welcome. Welcome to the Podlasie Polish Club. Is that how I say it? Podlasie? Podlasie, Polish Club where everybody knows your name. Doom, 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 doom. And they're always glad you came. Except you.
I know.
Who the fuck are you? Huh? Everybody knows everybody at this joint. Who are you? What's your name?
Evan.
Evan. That's a beautiful name.
No, it's not.
I like that. Well, it's simple. It's easy. It describes you. You know? Easy and simple. Me, on the other hand, my name is Nicholas Conlon. And as great of a name as that might sound, you know, Nick Conlon, I can rest assured and tell you right now on the spot, it is not. It's fucking horrible. And the reason it is because nobody can pronounce Conlon. Okay? They call me Colon. That's what they call me. They call me Colon. Everywhere I go, it doesn't matter. I mean, at least I could try a little bit. You know, I could, you know, at least give it some Puerto Rican flair. It's like Colon. They don't even call me Colon. You know? It's Nicholas Colon. They could at least do that, but no, they say Colon. Everywhere I go, the DMV, the airport, my drug counselor, everybody's Colon over the intercom. Colon, Windows 69. 69, colon. Or if you've been bumped up to first class, colon. Colon, you're going to be in first class, colon. Mr. Colon, first class. And I always used to be like first ass, you know? And then my drug counselor's like, Colon, we're going to need you to look deep inside. You know, we want you to pull from deep down beneath, colon. So, and you know, the thing about that is that's not even my name. I'm adopted. I'm actually, I actually used to be Italian. I mean, I am Italian. I guess I'm still Italian. Yeah, I mean, fuck, I'm just so confused now. You know, you want to talk about trans? I'm trans. I'm a trans pioneer. I transferred my name. I mean, I changed myself completely. You know, my father's name was Rico Ferrelli. My name was Nicholas Ferrelli. Rico Ferrelli from the Bronx. I didn't know him. Apparently the story goes when I was 3 years old, he came to the house and I was just running around the living room saying, no, 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 so maybe it's my fault. But I was adopted by, when I was a little kid, I was adopted by Patrick J. Conlon. And he was a good dad. He was a really good dad. I loved him. I still love him. He's still alive. But he's in early stages of dementia. So, you know, he's fucking useless, really. And thank God he lives with my sister, though. He lives in the basement of my sister's place. She takes care of him. But, you know, these sadistic fucks, they still let him drive, you know, just for their own amusement. And since the diagnosis of this early dementia, you know, his racism has fucking skyrocketed. Okay, and it's just, I shoo, and you know, it was already bad as this was Conlon, right? So we go to the doctor. We're at the doctor's office, and you know, he says one of the side effects is that his inherited racism is going to increase like 1,000%. And everybody's got their hand in their heads, and they're just like, if it's 5%, it's above normal. It's like well above normal if it's just 5%. And then he continues on. The doctor, he says, it's then got a likelihood of being 500% being passed down to his children. And now we're all like, okay, first of all, this doctor's a kook, right? Okay, first of all, those are some insane numbers, number one. And like, what do you mean passed down to children? And there's like 9 of us in there, nephews and stuff. And I'm like in the back, kind of hidden. And I start sweating a little bit at this point. And I start to tear up a little bit. And there is my nephew's there, and my nephew's sick, and all of a sudden he goes, and I just lost it. A sniffle got me, and I just lost it. I just started crying right there, and I said to him, I got it. He gave it to me. He's not gonna pass down on me. I'm the racist, racism, and I'm like feeling so bad for myself. And like, in no time is anybody like, I just got diagnosed with something, right? And nobody came over to like assist me or like give me like rally behind me or anything. They kind of just distanced themselves from me, and I'm like, I was crying. It was a bad day for me. Nobody seems to think that could be a bad day for anybody to be diagnosed as a racist. I don't know. It was horrible news. So, and I'll tell you how I disguise it now. How I disguise it it's like, you can call it like my white cloak of deception. I just say that I'm not prejudiced. I hate everybody. Right? You've heard that line before. So that's how I disguise my racism. Because, I hate white people. I hate black people. I hate Mexicans. I hate gay people. I hate midgets. But not always, and not everybody, It's not all the time. It's not. In fact, those are the 2 worst words in the English language. Always and everybody. Okay? It's not the N-word. People, listen up over here. I want to teach you guys something. Listen. It's not the N-word. It's not the F-word. It's not moist or supple. Supple's a good one. It's always and everybody, because it's never always and everybody. It's never, I hate the people that are like, so-and-so is always doing that. You know what I mean? So-and-so's not always doing it. Betty's always outside smoking. Betty's not always outside smoking. What is she outside smoking? Just constantly. Just outside, always smoking. Always. Oh, she'd be dead by the time she was 4. You know what I mean? It's yeah, I get it. Chinese people can't drive. I'm hip. I know that. I mean, if Chinese people could drive, then we wouldn't have the game Chinese phone or old, which is like when you're driving the car, someone does something really stupid, and you're like, "Ooh, is Chinese old?" Or it used to be Chinese old phone or woman, but we took woman out because they could be all 3, and that was kind of sexist. So we just do the Chinese older. And I mean, not all Mexicans work hard. Come on, that's just racist. And security cameras, they're blatantly racist. You know what I mean? That's what I chalk that up to. But you know what is true, though? Midgets do have big dicks. Midgets do have insanely large cocks. Let's just call that one. But you know what? I mean, not always, not everybody, right? I mean, and also, are they just regular sized cocks? Are they regular sized dicks? Is it just ratio and perspective? And they're holding little pudgy midget hands. It's like all big. or I was in college. I had this roommate. His name was Ray, and he was below average in height, but he couldn't register as a full-blown midget. And he said something really cool to me. Like I'm not tall, but I'm like above average, and I'm 5'11", with shoes on, I'm 6 foot, you know, without shoes, I'm 5'10" and a half, so I'm like 5'11". And so, you know, he says to me, he goes, you know what they say about the tall guys and the short guys? And he was right, because he had a huge dick. I mean, dare I say, a beautiful big penis. And, you know, and I know, I was always jealous of guys with big dicks. Because it just, I remember when I saw my first big dick, and that was at Wrigley Field. And if you're from Chicago and you're born in Chicago and raised in Chicago, that was probably where you saw your first big dick too, because I used to have these like hog troughs or whatever they're called, troughs or whatever it is, and that's where you peed. Like now they have urinals, but they used to just have these big metal like things, and we just all stood next to each other. So I'm like 8, 9 years old, and I'm stuck in between some gentlemen. And this guy comes up, and he's not a big dude. He comes up, and he gently pulls out this massive member, right? Pardon me. And I like, it wasn't like I checked it out. I'm 8, 9. It was like in the peripheral vision. It's like right there. And I saw it, and I was kind of like, what is that thing? Like, what the hell is that? You know, and it's like inherited, like, inbred, like, form of jealousy just kind of, like, seeped into me. Ugh. And I was like, well, but it wasn't, you know, it wasn't a sexual thing, or it wasn't sex. You know, it was just, I saw what I saw. And so, you know, I gotta say, the black thing too, let me say, have you seen a midget in capri pants? I mean, I've seen that at Wrigley Field. And aren't those just shorts? Really? Can't you just be like, dude? And so, if you, and then the black guys with the saggy pants. Like, come on, dude. Like, and then it's like become a fashion trend now. I see like everybody doing it, and I'm like, I want to stop them and be like, dude, you're not going to get hired for a job like that. You know what I mean? What are you going to go in a suit with the belt like right below where the suit ends? You know what I mean? You wear your pants down there. What's up? Can I get a job? No. You know, you can't climb the ladder of success with those pants on. You know what I mean? It's just physiologically not possible. You know what I mean? So I try to tell them that, but you know, there is one thing that I'm really jealous about black people. And I'm going to tell you guys right now, and let me tell you if you feel the same way. But I'm so amazed at how statistically low the numbers are that a black man or woman does not die more often crossing from train car to train car on the CTA. Okay, I don't know. Statistically, it's 0. 0%. You have never heard of any death like that. I think it's like they're magic. You know, it's like I want to stop and be like, don't be like Jay-Z, don't be like Michael Jordan. You just strive for something like David Blaine or something. The way you disappear and appear between the cars. So that's my thing about that. You know, I don't want to talk about the way I ride the CTA. I don't want to put that one was a long thing, but I'm a kind of a creep on the train. I don't know if you can tell by the way I talk, but I don't like the phone on the I definitely don't like talking on the phone because that's just rude and show offy. And I don't like to listen to music on the train because, you know, I like to dance when I'm listening to music, you know? I'm like one of those. I'm like that. You ever see that video of that chick where she's dancing like this, you know? And I can't do that on the train, you know? And so I can't look out. So what do I do on there? I'm not a big texter. Nobody's really texting me. So what happens is I just stare. So, and it's a creepy stare, and it's not. It's one of those stares of like I don't want you to see me staring, but it's like a well, I'm like the 1% that isn't on their phone. So now I'm kind of like looking for you to look at me, you know, kind of, and I like position myself on the train in a way that's like, you know, if I'm looking at somebody over there, I don't want to do this. I have to kind of position myself in a way that I just accidentally have them in my line of sight, you know? So I'm like that. And that's like the hot chick syndrome on there. You don't want to see you looking. Oh, sorry about that. So, I just wanted to say to you guys and tell you guys a little story about myself. Growing up, I was bow-legged. And I didn't have any role models growing up. The Mexicans got Chuy Garcia. Blacks got, whoever. Chinese have somebody. But nobody was bow-legged. There was never anybody in the successfully bow-legged, or at least that you knew. Like, it might have been hidden. But mine was, we used to be like this, but what happened is I broke my legs in a car accident. So, in that breakage, they fixed me. So I'm no longer bow-legged. And when I was younger, I came home from school and I said, Mom, they're all making fun of me because I'm bow-legged. And she said, son, you're not bow-legged. You're bold-legged. And I went back to school and I told them that, and I got my ass kicked for that. But I also grew up breakdancing. Did anybody breakdance out there in Chicago? I was a big breakdancer. My name is Mr. Worm. Because I did the worm. It was like what you did, Mr. Freeze, and he would do the freeze, pop, and lock. He was Mr. Freeze, and I would do the worm. And I remember the coolest thing about it was Kerry lotion. You guys remember Kerry lotion? Yeah, so we used to bring out our pieces of linoleum out to the corner street, and then we would buff it up with Kerry lotion. And in the middle of the street, it's like 4 9-year-olds just buffing up their. And if you didn't use permanent marker to draw your a sky outline, it would smear everywhere and stuff. So we learned that pretty quick. And that was so we could do backspins and shit, and faster. So, and then there was cardboard we used to draw on, but I'm real excited to be here tonight. I want to introduce myself and start over. But I'm happy. This is the way this happened was really weird, but. I don't know if anybody saw the flyer, but the flyer said, Nicholas Conlon, self-acclaimed comedian. As you can tell by my set, that's pretty much true. But here's the thing: there's no such word as self-acclaimed. I looked it up because I never said that, and I didn't know what that meant. So I looked it up, and lo and behold, there's no such word as self-acclaimed. Okay, now. You self-proclaimed, right? But self-acclaimed, everybody knows a self. It knows the word acclaimed. So I looked up acclaimed, and it says to praise enthusiastically, to loud, to cheer on, to applaud. I thought that was great. That was the perfect description. But one that I really liked on there was to clap back or something, or clap for, or to crack up. That is in there. If you look at the synonym of acclaimed, it's to crack up. And I was hoping I could do that for you guys tonight. But I took a time out. And so in my time out, I came back, aggressive. I was concerned with the other students, which are you guys. And I went, nil. Nada. So... how are you guys feeling tonight?
Yeah.
Yeah? You guys ready? You ever anybody play with a mic like this? Just stroke it, nice and smoothly like that. Have there any comics in the house do this? No. It's all sweet and special. I got before I get out of here, I want to ask you guys to support me. And I have actually DVDs for sale. They're not for sale. It's a club you have to join, and so It's a year long. It's $12 a year, so it's $1 a month. And I mean, the CDs or a DVD is much more expensive than that. So you can have a year's subscription to this for $12, and it's called Ty Bro. And it's a workout video that I was hoping I could get you guys to get involved in. And what I could do for you today is show you a couple of the techniques, just so you can kind of get a glimpse, like a preview. I don't know why I wasn't up there the whole time. I probably would have made the entire show if I had just stood back here. You guys might have laughed a couple times. Then I'll go back down to here, just keep it simple, stupid, and you can see me too. I don't think you can see me back there. I'm beautiful. So here's the DVD is called Ty Bro, and I used to have tybro.com, but I don't own it anymore. Someone's charging like $8,000 for it now or something. But it's called Ty Bro, and it starts off like this. Motherfucker say what? Motherfucker say what? Motherfucker say what? Motherfucker say what? And you do that like 450 times, right? Well, 225 each arm. So motherfucker say what? You know, and so, and then there's another one you go like this. Shit. 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 Oh. It's, you know, don't just go all rush out to buy this or be part of my club. There's a signature for the doctor's orders to be doing this, by the way. So there's another one that says, yeah, I know the DJ. I know the DJ. I know the DJ. See, I mean, oh God. See, the thing is I could do this all day. You know, I'll get 150 in those like that. But it's when you throw, I know the DJ into it. Because that's when you really get into it, you know? And you can't really do it. And then the last one is, I'm finna go to the club. I'm finna go to the club. I'm finna, you get the gist of that one. Holy fuck. Oh, I haven't done this in like 5 years. So, it was when I lost the website. But, oh, and I also broke the 2 legs was recently. So, what you're seeing is amazing actually right now. Okay, so what, and then the key, and these are, like I said, $12. So just if you want to, it's Ty Bro, and you kind of put it all together, you know. And this is when it was going, it won a lot of awards, like minor, no-name awards of like best exercise video or something on like Mac, like best 1,000 exercise videos on Maxim. If you remember Maxim, it was a magazine, and it was like. So it's really tough. It's not easy, so I don't recommend it without the doctor's signature. Don't forget that. But you got to put them all together, and you don't get this right away. This is you got to be part of it. You got to say, "I'm finna go to the club." Motherfucker, say what? Shit, I know the DJ. You know what I mean? So you got to do that all together. But if you just guys want to go out and see that, once again, welcome to the Club Podlasie. My name is Nicholas Conlon, and you've got an exciting night ahead of you, some great music, some good cocktails, and I hope you guys enjoy. Thank you for coming out.